Many years ago, there lived a farmer in Oxfordshire who owned a large and fertile farm, and he made the most of it. This farmer used every single inch of his land. He didn't leave wildflower borders for the local animals, and he cut down hedges where the birds would sit and sing so that he could plough the land right up to the road. He didn't care for the land or its creatures, only for the wealth that could be got from it. And all the local villagers knew this. That man has no respect for the world he lives in. No respect at all. No good will come from it. Well, in the middle of the farmer's largest field, there stood an old blackthorn tree. It had been there since before the farmer was born, and for many years before that. Its rough trunk had been smoothed by generations of children climbing and playing, and its thorny branches had cradled many birds' nests over the years. In spring, the early white blossoms brought bees and insects from all around, and in autumn it was covered with little black berries, which the farm hands would gather when the farmer's back was turned. It was as if all life on the farm revolved around the blackthorn tree. One day, the farmer was ploughing by the blackthorn tree, as close as he could, when a branch whipped across his face, leaving a big red scratch. He cursed and shouted, "Enough! That tree is coming down today. It's nothing but a nuisance. Fetch me my axe." The farmer asked all of his workers to help cut down the tree, but they all refused. "What's wrong?" he cried. "Don't I pay you enough to cut down a tree?" One of the workers shyly stepped forwards. The worker explained that there were fairies that looked after the tree and buried their gold beneath its roots. None of the farm hands would help harm it. "Fairies?" laughed the farmer. "Gold? If there's any gold on this land, it's mine. What a load of old rubbish. I'll do it myself." He fetched an axe, rolled up his sleeves, and set to work. With each swing, the tree tore at his arms and his face, but the determined farmer chopped and chopped and chopped. The tree began to creak and groan, and red sap ran like blood from the wound in its side, but still the farmer chopped and chopped. Then all of a sudden there was a high, piercing shriek, and the tree fell to the ground, almost flattening the farmer. The farmer scrambled out from under its branches and looked proudly at the devastation before him. As he stood there, he remembered the talk of fairy gold, and greed got the better of him. He went round to the splintered stump and dug down into the soil at its roots. A little way down, the soil fell away, and he found a small hollow, But when he knelt down and peered inside, there was nothing but a pile of old crinkled leaves. "As I thought," said the farmer. "What a load of old rubbish." Then suddenly there was a clap of thunder, and a deep, dark, laughing voice echoed around the farm. The farmer jumped up and turned round to find his entire farm had been burnt down to a field of grey ash. The laughing voice echoed in his ears. "What a load of old rubbish! What a load of old rubbish!"